A new spy sci-fi series premieres this week, and we got a chance to sit down with the stars. Take a look. In Peacock's new espionage thriller, The Copenhagen Test, intelligence analyst Alexander Hale is caught between a shadow government agency and unknown hackers who've placed nanochips in his brain and have access to everything he sees and hears. Hale, played by Simu Liu, must first figure out who he can trust, including Agent Michelle, played by Melissa Barrera, all while keeping up appearances and trying to flesh out who the bad guys really are. Let's take a look.
So you stick around for a minute?
They want me to continue to play the girlfriend. Be too suspicious if I disappeared quickly.
Or you're just keeping an eye on me. In worst case scenario, if I start to get out of line, you take me out.
Simu, Melissa, so great for you both to join us. Thank you so much. Simu, let's start with you. Obviously, there are a lot of layers and threads here. In the very beginning, was it hard for you to even keep track?
Yeah, a little bit. I think we maybe both found ourselves asking our showrunners a lot, like, wait, so who knows what at this point? And I think if you watch that clip too, you know, I don't think you're a very trustworthy. I think I'm super sus after watching it. So I'm always having to ask myself, what does Alexander think of Michelle and how much does he trust her? Which is really, I mean, we have just such a wonderful, I think, working relationship and on-screen chemistry that, yeah, I really appreciated. And so I'm really excited for people to kind of take part in this like twisty, turny thriller show that we've got.
And as he just kind of pointed out, he said your character's not really trustworthy. So you play Michelle, who is manipulating Alexander just a little bit, but at the same time, your character has a strong moral compass. So do you constantly find that you're balancing the two?
Yeah, she has a job to do. She was assigned to this operation to protect him, but also protect the mission. So she's giving a performance for her bosses, for him, but then also there's so many layers to that, so you never know what's truth and what's performance between them.
And Simu, you are co-executive producing this. How important was it for you to have the star be an Asian actor?
Yeah, really important. I mean, I'm never gonna not play an Asian character. So it was obviously really important for me and really important to imbue the character with just dimensionality and nuance. And I thought, you know, Thomas Brandon, who wrote the pilot, did a really phenomenal job at just like sketching out those points. And then, you know, I just kind of had the opportunity to come in and give whatever kind of guidance or expertise that I had and really just to give my opinion on, you know, whether it was in the writer's room or in the edit after the shoot. It was a really, really awesome opportunity to just take ownership and take agency, whereas, you know, so often in our careers we're just like told to show up and say words on a page.
Sure.
You know?
And this was kind of meaningful for you as well, because you always wanted to be a spy, even wrote the CIA back when you were a teenager.
At least that's what I think. I might have written like CIA@CIA.com. I don't know what it was. It was an email that I found. But yeah, I really just gravitated towards those shows. I thought that was a really cool life. I always wanted to play a spy once I became an actor. I didn't ever think that it was going to be possible. So when this opportunity came around and working with this guy has been amazing. So yeah.
Kind of living out your life dream, ultimately.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so how about you? I know that you're about to star on Broadway in Oh, Mary.
Oh, yeah.
Living out a life dream, performing on Broadway?
I mean, definitely. I grew up as such a musical nerd, and even though Oh, Mary isn't a musical, I mean, it's still on Broadway, which I've you know, come to and watched people countless times and just have such a reverence and respect for. And so, yeah, it's something that I'm like really excited / kind of terrified and intimidated to step into.
And speaking of exciting, and I'm going to assume some of your fans are a little crestfallen. Congratulations, you just got engaged.
Thank you.
So off the market, but I'm sure there are many fans of yours who are cheering for you as well, and many people who are like, oh, I missed my opportunity.
I mean, I have no idea. You know, we're very happy and we're very excited. Yeah.
All right, Simu and Melissa, thank you both so much for joining us. The Copenhagen Test starts streaming on Peacock on December 27th.